Since the whole planet is healing and grieving right now, the one thing Spirit was really trying to nudge into us is learning how to choose ourselves. And it's not stemming from a concept, oh, if someone treats you bad, leave them. No, it's coming from a concept that when you choose yourself, you're choosing your power. When you choose your power, you're choosing your divinity. You're choosing to step into who you truly are. Now, in today's video, I want to talk about choosing yourself and how from coming from codependency to full freedom. Stay to the very end, because if you are someone or you know someone who has a tendency to attach to things or to people or to be very codependent, this video is for you and how to finally let go and choose you. Let's go. What is up, awakened ones? Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting weirder each video that I freaking do. But it is episode 18 on embracing the ascension. The whole point of this series is to help you not only ascend, but to remember who the fuck you are so we can go back home. But other than that, awakened ones, you've been on this journey with me so far. Just know that I thank you so much and I appreciate you for trusting me to guide you on your spiritual journey. But if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittany Fontanez, and what I do on this channel, I speak about spirituality, self-development, emotional awareness, all that esoteric wisdom, all that esoteric content for this. See, I already fucked myself over the whole point. See, it's all these high vibes, good vibes. But other than that, you guys, this channel, I just here to assist you to awaken to your power so you can find your infinite love within. So if you enjoy content just like this or even some comedy, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and after you subscribe, make sure to hit that notification button so you will not miss out on any videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram as I post daily for your betterment and upliftment so you can walk on your spiritual journey with more enlightenment and unconditional love for who you are and for who you are meant to be. But let's get right into this. Now, this video is going to be for absolutely everyone, because we come from a world where we don't know how to master our emotions, our emotional intelligence. And this is, but now before we get all into this, I'm going to explain to you a story of why I'm going to be talking about this. Now, the reason why I'm doing an episode 18 on choosing yourself from codependency to freedom is because, well, if you watch my video, you already know I'm a twin flame journey. Twin flame journey is pretty much your counterpart, your divine counterpart, shaking you and awakening you so you can step forth on your mission. That's why you were sent here. And so you can heal and alchemize all of the triggers and all of the things that you need to let go of. Now, my hugest trauma trigger is abandonment. And because I've been abandoned, not only in this current life with one of my parents, and pretty much a lot of my siblings and family members and friends, just pretty much a lot of people I cared about have abandoned me. And not only that, I've been abandoned in a past life too, because my parents were killed in a past life. So, you know, having the past life and having this current life trauma, I have a tendency to be codependent. And you know what, you guys, I have no shame. This is like, anyone who does spiritual work, if they're not talking about the dark side of it, then they're not really a spiritual teacher. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Oh my god, I have my headphones in. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. My bad about that, you guys. I had to come back on because my headphones connected to my phone. But other than that, as I was saying, is that I just want to be real with you, you know? I'm not all high and mighty. I am a light being, but I'm not like, you know, enlightened. I just able to go into my darkness and shine light onto it. That's the whole point of honestly being a shaman and being a healer. But that's just my intake on it. This is my truth. And this is what I've healed from. And I want to assist you so you can heal from this too. So that is one of my trauma triggers, is codependency. Now, And the twin flame journey, since they're your biggest teachers, you know, my twin was real front with me with how I was acting, how I was. And, you know, it was time that I learned this lesson that I needed to overcome and heal from. So I remember, I was laying down the other day, and I was really intensely focusing on that empty part within me, because our trauma is just the emptiness within inside of us, but that emptiness is pretty much a cave ready for us to dive into. So that's what I did. I dived into the darkest parts of my soul, and I felt that I felt the core foundation of why I felt like I needed to be codependent. So I went down that rabbit hole in my own soul, and it was like I was in a dungeon, and there was just a spotlight, and I saw a creature there just standing in the spotlight. If you guys ever seen the movie Lights Out, the character Diana, she's like couple like this, like she looks all gunky, like she has gunk on her and stuff, oil or something. She just looks covered in grease. And I'm looking at this being, and I'm like, what is that being? Most of us would think we have spirits on us. No, it's not that. So I walked a little closer, and I knew exactly who it was. And little did I know, it was my inner goddess. It was the part of myself that I neglected. It was a part of myself that felt all that pain that I kept suppressing and hiding. And I went into that spotlight, and she came to my face and just tried to terrify me and scare me. And all I could do was cry, and just, I grabbed her by the face, and I literally just whipped all that gunk off her face, just whipped it all off. And I just saw all the scars, all the bruises, all just the beating that I put upon her through emotions, through bad mouthing, through self-destruction. And I cried, and I held her. It was like my masculine self going to my feminine and saying, I'm sorry, like I'm finally here. I see you. I see you. I see you. And it was hard. It was hard because it's hard to go within your heart and realize that you're your own issue. And that's what I had to accept, that I was the only one holding myself back. I was the only one making myself feel worthless. I was the only one attaching myself to things, knowing that I'm the only one that I need. Well, God, of course, too. So what was beautiful about this is that when I did that, we hugged there for a while. It was like a reuniting. And I picked her up, and I was like, you don't deserve this no more. And as we're walking back to the spotlight, back into the light, I just start falling on my knees, because I just felt so guilty. Like, damn, I did this to myself. I did this to myself. And all of a sudden I see Jesus and Mary Magdalene just come right in. And if you don't Jesus and Mary Magdalene, watch my last video about holy love, twin flame journey. Jesus and Mary Magdalene are twins. They know the true essence of divine unionship, so they came forth to me. Because understand, we're our own twin too. We're our own lovers. We're our own best friends. We're our own everything. So they had to show me how to take care of me before I could take care of my counterpart. And that's what I finally did. And they lifted me up. They helped me up. And right when I was standing, you guys, remember, I was in that dungeon. Right when I was standing, something within me was like, I was going to go pick my goddess up, my inner feminine up again. I was like, you know what? I am the creator of my reality. So instead, I took out my hand and I healed her. I put it on her head and I healed her. And all those wounds, all those scars, all those cuts, all those everything on her body just fully healed. And all I saw was the beautiful, beautiful feminine essence of myself in a white dress just walk back into the light. And as she walked into the light, it was like she was my guiding light. And then when I followed her light, I ended up walking into a foggy mist. And I felt like I was outside. It was a cold breeze, and it felt tremendous, felt wonderful. And I'm like, I could finally breathe. I could finally breathe. And all of a sudden, you guys, it's like, you ever seen those country roads where it's just two roads And then just no civilization. I was there, and I started running on that road, and I kept running, and I felt like a horse. It was like fucking freedom. Like I'm free. I'm free of this attachment. And the beautiful part that I realized is that I freed myself from a generational curse as well. So my kids and my kids' kids and the next generations to come will not have to deal with that codependency anymore. That is the whole point of healing, you guys, is that you're not only healing for you, you're not only healing for your twin, you're not only healing for the collective, you're healing for the next fucking generation that's coming into your bloodline too. And that's what I realized. So when I was running, I ended up like running onto the grass, and I started feeling on the grass, and I started saying, Mama, like, Mama Gaia, I'm so sorry for neglecting myself, and I neglected you, and I neglected everyone. And I started hugging on trees, and all of a sudden one of the trees turned into the grandma, and then Pocahontas, the tree of Pocahontas, she transformed and started walking towards me like an ancestor and started talking to me. And then I got out that vision, and you guys, let me tell you something. I faced my codependency. I finally felt that fear that been living within me for so long that made me codependent. Now that I shared this story with you, I'm going to share with you what I learned from that experience. And I hope this helps. The whole reason for codependency is because we believe that we need a nurturer by our side to assist us when we don't know how to assist ourselves. And let me tell you something, only you can heal yourself, and only you can love yourself. A relationship shouldn't be your life. A relationship should be a part of your life. Now, the only way to understand how to be free from codependency is by realizing that you exist too. By realizing that you are a being as well. I get that there are a lot of people you love that aren't going to love you back. But here's the thing. You vibrate on a certain frequency that attracts people to you, to that wound that you haven't healed yet. That is the only reason why you're codependent. Is because you haven't healed the wound that holds a certain vibrational frequency that keeps attracting to you. That keeps attracting itself to that wound, not to you. The only way to become free from codependency is not only by letting go. It's just by realizing that you can't possess anything knowing that you live here temporarily. You can't own anything by realizing you don't even own your body when you die or even when you come on this planet. The one way to really overcome codependency is by realizing that you are just as powerful and just as loving and just as deserving as the person that you love. We only become codependent because we try to keep a wound alive. But to become free from codependency is by realizing that everything that you've been throughout your life, you didn't need anyone to help you, right? At your darkest moments, did you need anyone to help you? No. So why are you so worried if people stay or go? You're only worried because you want people to see the uniqueness in you, the love within you, the best within you. My friend, this is coming from a person who has been dealing with this issue for all my life. And I'm going to tell you is that no matter what you do, you can't make anything outside of you yours. But what you can make yours is your happiness. What you can keep is your joy. And what you can freaking fully embody is the power of knowing that all you need and all you got is you. Seriously, guys, I have seen it from my very eyes. When I stop wanting things, when I stop telling myself I don't need anything, I don't want anything, everything comes to me. And I don't do that because I want to manifest. I do that because I see myself worthy. I see myself more valuable than this physical essence. And now I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else. I'm not saying no one else is valuable. I'm just saying I'm a part of the whole too. Understand, this universe is like a big ass puzzle. We are puzzle. We are the pieces to that puzzle. You hear me, guys? You are a piece to that universal puzzle. You're just as important as everyone else, but you got to see that for yourself. You got to face that fear. You got to heal. Let me tell you something, you guys. When you can finally face a fear, look at fear like my mentor said it today. Pure for example, you go to the grocery store, you're gonna go get some milk. You grab the milk, and also you turn around and there's a man with a gun straight to your head. Now, are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna freak out? Like when you freak out and oh, you don't want to text me, you don't want to call me, because I used to be like that. You don't want to text me, you don't want to call me, you don't make me important or priority. No. Are you gonna freak out? Are you gonna freak out? Or are you gonna be calm and still and realize and remember who the fuck you are and tell them, do it. Do it. I guarantee you guys, majority of the time, that trigger won't be pulled, because fear dies when you finally face it. I'm not telling you that you're gonna end up alone. That's not what I'm saying. We all have a divine counterpart that God assigned to us, for us. What I'm saying is that you should be comfortable being by yourself in your own solitude, because when you can fall in love with you and your own company, let me tell you, when someone comes to add to that, there's going to be nothing but joyous, magnificent unionship that's going to be so soulful that you're just going to be like, fuck. Like, damn, I'm so glad I waited. I'm so glad I healed. I'm so glad what's that? There's a word that wants to come out. I'm so glad that let's just put it that way. I'm so glad that I took care of my energy to rejuvenate it and to allow my joy, my love to attract to me what I deserve, rather than being broken and going out and chasing it and getting the same damn thing. But other than that, you guys, in order to overcome codependency, to true freedom is by realizing you are a piece to this universal puzzle, meaning that you are worthy, you are perfect just as you are. If no one wants to see that, if no one wants to appreciate that, then there's something inside of you that you need to heal so you don't attract that anymore. But do it with graciousness. Excuse me. See, symptoms. Do it with grace. Do it with love. Do it with compassion. That is the only way to heal to a healthy manner, rather than negative self-talk that is not going to help you grow. This journey, this spiritual journey, is all about loving thyself so we can remember who we are, so we can go back home. But first we gotta assist the collective. But it's the whole point. It's just loving life. You gotta love yourself first. I mean, you got to. No one's gonna do it for you. No one's gonna heal for you. This is coming from a person who had to hear this for myself. You guys, I'm just letting you know. I went there. I've been there. I've done it. Just know, remember how fucking important you are and how much you are a part of this universe. But if that assisted you, please like this video and also share it. Don't be selfish. If it resonates with you, it might assist another person you may know. But other than that, Awakened Ones, if you like this episode, I don't know where I'm at today. But if you like this episode 18, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel, hit that notification button so you will not miss out on any videos. And lastly, follow me on Instagram. Until then, you guys, I love you so much. Namaste.